Hello everybody and welcome back to some random studio games. This time we're playing the test, reality check. Cause I am in desperate need of reality check. So yeah, let's just go for it. That little Diablo music from Diablo 1 in the background. A little acoustic guitar. It's pretty fucking loud actually. Like holy Jesus. I think that is loud enough. This experience uses an autosave feature that will save your session periodically. If your session comes to an end abruptly for any reason, you can continue your session from the title screen. You can card before locking in your choices and take the time to analyze your answers before making a decision. If you make a mistake or decide to change your mind later, there's no going back. The answer will be locked in for the session. This is intentional, and you've been advised. Oh well, we've done several of those. Diary of the Madman. Humanity is the only disease that can cure itself. You haphazardly place one foot in front of the other and wander aimlessly through the void. Inside of the inside. You twist and tumble and fall through the twisting abyss until your essence is scattered beyond the unknown. Well, hello there. I guess since you arrived, should just jump right into things. You've been here before, you know exactly what this is. When you were here, then behold. I'm about to ask you a fuckload of overly personal questions. And you're going to provide me with very simple answers using absolutely no context whatsoever, other than the context your mind creates for itself. I may ask you questions that feel very similar to those previous, or perhaps they could appear to be the same question, but worded in a slightly different way. Think carefully before answering each and every question. Sometimes our mind will pick up on subtle differences that could change your answer entirely, or shed light on a new perspective. By the end of this, the goal is to walk away from the experience feeling as though you've gained something, or maybe you won't. I'm not a fortune teller, I can see the future. Either way, you're going to take away whatever you wish to take away from this experience, and it might be positive, and it may not. That being said, you should be able to get a pretty decent understanding of you as a person as long as you're 100% honest with all of your answers. If you lie about anything, you're only hurting yourself here. Make yourself comfortable being uncomfortable. It's not an experience for the sensitive. It's not an experience for deafened ears and closed minds. This is an opportunity for growth. Growth only comes from discomfort. How does it work, you might be wondering? Fucking magic, I guess. Not really though. I'm going to tell you a bunch of shit that your mind probably already knows, but perhaps must at the back of your consciousness rather than the ever so useful forefront where you may access this on a regular basis. Hopefully, you'll find this experience useful in some way, but if you don't, then just remember, you get what you pay for. It doesn't appear that I'm getting paid by the hour to put up with your bullshit. If this resonates with you, then great. And if it doesn't, and you feel like your time would be better spent elsewhere, then I'm sure I'll read your annoying blog about it. Let's go ahead and look at started, shall we? Here come the basic bitch questions to start with. We'll begin the process now. Do you believe you're living up to your full potential? Absolutely not. I'm not using my potential at all. I'm just wandering aimlessly through life. I'm swimming like I'm on top of a lake or the ocean, and I'm just drifting on it, just I'm just drifting. I'm not doing anything to use my potential in any way. And that's fact. You feel content with where you are in life. Oh, I need a little bit translation for that. Especially with content. No, not that content. It says to be satisfied, pleased. But if that's the question, then absolutely not. Are you satisfied with how you spend your free time? That's a tough one. Not always. Most of the time? No. But would I change how I spend my free time? I mean, I want to change it, don't I? I just don't. Do the same thing over and over again. I guess no. I guess it's a no. Do you often reflect on your purpose? Yes. Do you feel in control of your emotions? No. If you would have asked me like 10 years ago, maybe 15 years, definitely I would have said I'm in absolute control of my emotions. But as a BPD with borderline personality disorder and just all the trauma and the pain of all those over 30 years, I feel like I completely lost control of my emotions. It's hard to control them most of the time, and it sucks. I've just been eating my own emotions up for so long that I now can't control them anymore. And now I just have a lot of outbursts and anger that I just cannot control. Are you comfortable with change? No. So here's the thing. I want change. I really want change. But here's the thing. Whenever there is any change, I'm just becoming really, really uncomfortable. Like, it just gnaws on me till it happens. Till the very moment that the change happens, or something new happens, until that it gnaws on me, it's just eating me alive. Like, I literally have to make up scenarios in my head, like thousands of them. And I remember my first vacation, like, not my very first vacation, but my first vacation on my own after like, I don't know how many years. I've been single again. That has nothing to do with it. I just been thinking about the only person that could calm me down, which is my ex-girlfriend. And in my head, in the scenario, just found always the right words to calm me down, just imagining her voice and things. It really helped me calm down, otherwise I could have not done it, and generally changes I'm really uncomfortable with, but I really want change. I really want change, but also I'm really uncomfortable with it. It's like, it's not easy. You seek approval from others more than you'd like? Yes, probably. I do. Like, I feel like that's one thing that I've been wanting the most in life, is approval from others. And over the years, I guess I might have lost myself as well, but I guess I've changed a lot about myself just for the approval of others. I've lost lots of parts of me for the approval of others that I cannot even regenerate, because I'm just too fucked up now about stuff like that. And so yeah, I've been wanting way too much approval in my lifetime, and yeah, Still, I sometimes want the approval of people, but I know if I openly talk about how I feel and stuff, I will never ever get any approval in my life. I've never gotten it, and I don't think I will ever get any real approval. You believe your life is meaning? Fuck. Is pain a meaning? Because I feel like the meaning of my life is just pain, pain, and pain. The only meaning my life could have would be like me becoming an author or something, or a storyteller or something, where I can help people writing down my pain and sharing it. And I don't know. That is the meaning to my life, probably. Just not using it. Are you quick to forgive yourself? Absolutely not. I never forgive myself. I don't forgive anyone. I don't forgive anybody, including myself, so no. I'm not quick to forgive myself. Do you prioritize your own needs regularly? This is a difficult one. Now here's the thing. There's not a lot of people in my life anymore. So I cannot say that I prioritize other people's needs over mine. But at the same time, I'm not even prioritizing my own needs. So I guess it's a no. I'm not prioritizing anything right now. Are you happy with your current relationships? What relationships? We talk about my friendships. Like relationships, they're not existing. Friendships, I cannot say I'm really happy. There's one or two relationships I can say I'm happy with. Not fully, but I am happy. Like Kirby is just the GOAT, to say. Like he's my best friend. And everything is fine with him. We're like bonding and vibing when we get the chance to do it. I just feel like we don't spend as much time anymore together than we did. It might be also my fault because I'm not playing Overwatch anymore. But whenever there's a co-op game we can play together, we spend a lot of time and we vibe immediately and we just think and yeah. I should ask him more often, and otherwise there's a lot of relationships that have just been drifting away. Most of the time there's like either I somehow manage to piss people off and they're just leaving my life, and then there's the other 50% which is just like people slowly leaving my life without any context. Like I have literally a list of people I lost online, people that just were good friends and they just disappeared for reasons or for no reasons, and I guess it's becoming quite a long list over the years. And I'm just talking like friendship online here. If we talk about family, that is an absolute super no. Because that is just cursed. It's beyond repair. There's nothing to be gained out of it. The only family I will ever have is if I get a wife and kids, but otherwise I am my own family. Otherwise I would like to call the Wolfpack my family, but I don't know, maybe I have the wrong side in family because I feel more alone than anything else, so I don't know. So no, I would like to spend more times with my relationships, but I guess most relationships don't want to spend the time with me. Here we are. Do you believe in second chances? I think I answered the question before. What did I answer? I don't want to think about what I answered. I want to think about how I feel about it right now. Second chances? What did Sunny always say? No, there is no second chance. Fuck up once and you're gone forever. It's ironic, isn't it? Do I believe in second chances? Probably not. But the irony is, I'm saying that there is no second chance. I used to say it all the time. There is no second chance. Once you fucked up, you're done for. Even the most little fuck up, just you're my enemy. But when it comes to me, I wish that people would have given me the second chance. They didn't, obviously. I've been hurting them more than they've been hurting me. Now I wish they were back, but they are not. So yeah, I don't believe in second chances. Maybe I should believe in them. Maybe I should change my point of view on this. I mean, I want second chances, so why should I not believe in second chances? The only right thing to say this depends on the situation. I believe in second chances or not. But normally I can never trust again, so no, there's no second chance. Are you afraid of being alone? Yes. Do you dwell on past mistakes? I've pretty much been rambling like the last 15 minutes pretty much about it. So yes, I dwell on my past mistakes. That's how I make up so many fake scenarios in my head and stuff like that. And I know I've heard of that's like part of psychosis and everything, but fuck you. It's what I've always been doing. And yes, I dwell on my past mistakes all the time. Literally when I mentioned my ex-girlfriend helping me in my head with my like fear of new stuff with the traveling problem that I mentioned, it's just like she's still on my head every day. There has been a while where she's less in my head and more, but no matter what I do, she's always gonna be in my head there, so I dwell on my past mistakes. I learn from them. I make the same mistakes again. I'm not a good person, I'm not a good man. I wish I would be, but let's face it, I'm not. So yeah, I dwell on my past mistakes quite a lot. I'm gonna stay single till the day I die. Because there was only one right woman for me. Now she's gone. So yes, that is just one of my past mistakes. It's just the biggest mistake. That's why it's always stuck with me. But yes, I dwell on past mistakes. I dwell on a lot of them. Every night, every day, just in my head. So much going on in my head at once. It's incredible. You find it easy to open up to others? No. I don't find it's easy for me to open up to others. I'm working on it, but I have made the experience that over the years, I was a very extroverted kid, but over the years, everything I ever told someone got used against me, and that's why I pretty much closed myself in and didn't give much info. That is one of the many reasons why I am Sunny Wolf, also like the persona. I mean, I don't really have a persona, I'm still me, but I'm just hiding behind a mask. Because I'm just afraid of getting hurt with opening up. It makes you vulnerable. People know shit about you and they will use it against you. That's what always has been happening to me and it will always happen. So sometimes I regret not being able to open up, but at the same time, every time I open up, I also feel like my feelings are getting disregarded as well, so no matter what I do, it just doesn't feel right to me. And I know I have been opening up in some previous relationships, especially in my last like 2 or 3 ones, depending on how you call them relationships, but I didn't get backstabbed this time around, I guess. But yeah, I don't know. I also still had a lot to learn about myself. Like, a lot of therapy helped me all these times nowadays. Which is also a benefit for my ex-girlfriend. She actually got me to go to therapy. So I got diagnosed with BBD and other stuff and just learned a lot about myself. But yeah, let's just keep going, right? Nope, I don't think it's easy to open up to others. Do you think you have a healthy work-life balance? Yes, I do. I would say it's overly healthy almost. It's like too healthy. I'm just not getting the money I want, but the work-life balance, it's fine. Do I have enough? Do I get not enough money? Yes. Do I live life for kind of? I don't do enough in my life, but the balance is pretty good. Are you proud of your accomplishments? Would be my question. So no, I'm not proud of my accomplishment. What accomplishment? Becoming worse and worse and worse. Don't know if I've ever accomplished anything. I'm not proud of my accomplishments. You set goals for yourself regularly. Depends on what kind of goals we are talking about here. Big goals? No. But I severely stand like small goals for myself, but I just never fulfill them. You could say I just set myself goals that I just never do. So I guess yes, I do. Do you feel like you have a clear life direction? Absolutely not. Holy shit. Do you believe in fate? Do I believe in fate? Every time I dwell about these minds, I feel like changes. Do I believe in fate right now? So here's the scenario that's going in my head every time. If I could change my life, I would. If I could travel back in time and change my life, I would, but only if I get to watch that different life and not live it. You know? Like live my life again. I just want to watch this life happening, like an alternate life. Watch it from afar, something like that. Because I don't want to change my own fate. That made me the person I am. Just hope fate has something in store for me, because otherwise I'm just fucked. Do you value honesty above all in us? Yes. Honesty is like one of the most important things to me. I guess I don't handle it always really well, but I'd rather have some honesty than anything else. I guess I'm just not dealing healthy sometimes with it. Depends on the honesty. But I need people to keep me down to earth. Even for those people that are trying to keep me down to earth are the ones that get hurt the most in the end. I'm sorry for that. I've learned it about myself. I'm trying to have a more open mind nowadays for that and not lash out on the people, because those people who are honest at me and try to keep me on the ground are the ones that care for me the most, and I should not be pushing them away. Should not be hurting them. And that's the thing I've been doing for a long time now. I've been hurting way too many people in this way, so I do value honesty. I just have a hard time processing it, and with my feelings out of control, it just People who know, okay? But yes, I do value honesty. I feel like we had this. No, I do not feel comfortable expressing my emotions. Are you a good listener? Yes. I feel like that's one of my strongest suits. I'm a good listener, not a good talker. Do you forgive easily? No. I don't forgive. Are you driven by fear of failure? Yes. If you would have asked me like maybe 1 year ago, 1.5, let's say it like that, I would have said no, there is no fear, I'm not afraid of anything, but to the therapy I learned that the strongest fear is actually not my anger or my hatred. My strongest fear is my feeling is, my strongest feeling is not anger or hatred. My strongest feeling is fear. That is why I'm lashing out so much sometimes as well. Because I fear. I have so much fears in my life that I just mask with fake confidence, with anger, making myself bigger than I am just to maybe to even lie to myself, but yeah. I feel like fear is the strongest emotion in me. Now that I learned it about myself, there's a lot of fears in me. Fear of abandonment, fear of failure, fear of pretty much everything. This is why also I'm such a chronic liar as well. Because if I get under stress, fear kicks in me immediately, like just the tiniest thing. Like a little bit of a stricter tone. And the first thing I do if some question at work or something like that comes up is I'm gonna lie immediately, because I immediately am like fight or flight mode, and I'm gonna lie because I'm just so much full of fear. Like fear is my strongest emotion, and most people wouldn't believe that. They don't know that. But I guess yeah, fear is my strongest feeling. I just had to learn it about myself. Don't think I would have ever learned it about myself alone, but yes, fear is my strongest feeling. Do you like to take risks? No. I should, but I don't like to take risks. Even by gambling, I take only safe bets. I still risk by gambling, but I don't do crazy gambling. And other risks, I don't know. There's 1 or 2 that I would like to take and I will take, but generally speaking, I do not like to take risks. I like to play everything safe, keep everything safe. Do you value peace over excitement? Ooh, this is a difficult one. This is a really difficult question, actually. So here's the 2 sides. I guess what I want the most in life right now, besides success and happiness, is a peace in life. That is something I really want in life. But I also want excitement in my life. Since I never got to live my childhood, now I try to live everything that I never had. I also do some bit of childish stuff still, but I guess I choose peace over excitement. I still want to live my life. I still go to concerts regularly, which you can call exciting or something, but I cannot always live in peace. At least not alone, cause my mind is going to kill me. Make me suicidal and depressed in the end. My depression just doesn't allow me peace. So excitement helps me actually against it, but what I want the most is probably peace. I don't know. That's a difficult question. I would say peace or excitement. Do you prioritize self-improvement? I do. I feel like if you would ask me not too long ago, I would have said no. I would have just said straight up no. There's nothing to improve. I'm pretty sure I said that, but there's so much I have to improve on. So much I want to improve, there's so much I'm trying to improve. So, yes. I prioritize this now. Are you kind to yourself in your thoughts? Hell no. Do you prefer stability over spontaneity? No. You know, even for after all I said, you would probably say, oh, everything leads to me saying stability. But no. I don't... If it's too stable, it gets boring. Spontaneous is really nice. I'm not always up for spontaneous stuff. I feel like let me know a little bit to prepare myself on the spontaneous actions that I'm pretty easy to go with it. But generally I like spontaneous more. Believe everyone deserves a second chance? We already had this, no. You find it too easy to ask for help? No. But I feel like it's become easier to ask for help nowadays than it has been. You ever question your beliefs? Well, ever, yes. If you said ever, then yes. Normally I would have said no, but literally in this recording already I question my beliefs, so I have to say yes. Because if you say ever, I definitely question my beliefs once or twice. Are you afraid of making big changes? Am I? I mean, fear, yes, no. Yes, I am, yes I am. I need to make those big changes, but I am afraid of those. As I said, I have thousands of nerves in my head and they make me just more nervous till the time of change comes, and otherwise I just need her to calm me down in my head. She's the only one that can do it. I'm so fucked. I'm so fucking fucked. Yes, I am afraid of making big changes. Do you feel a sense of community? No. I don't. Which is a part of my suffering. I have my community, I have the Wolfpack, but I just don't still feel like a community. I feel like for me in a community, okay, here is the, let me tell you the problems I have with that. For a community I need like to be like 24/7, kind of like pretty much spending a lot of time with those people, and that would be my community. Or like anywhere where I belong, but I don't feel like I belong anywhere. And generally speaking, I just don't feel like it. I feel like I'm alone. So yeah, no. And the other problem is if I spend too much time with a person, I slowly start to build up rage and more and more and more and more until it bursts out at that person or at another person who has nothing to do with it. But yeah. So yeah, if I would like to spend more time with people, like a lot of time with people, because it helps me mentally as well. Just I feel like I need that community to escape my own thoughts. I know that's not the right way, but if I'm alone, the dark thoughts are just getting to me, and I cannot escape them when I'm alone. I need to keep myself busy. That's what I feel like. I know nowadays it's not the right thing to do, but I still feel like I cannot change that. not that easily, not yet. I haven't grown enough for that yet. But I don't feel a sense of community. I feel pretty much alone, actually. Are you comfortable? No, I am not. Absolutely not. Do you believe you deserve happiness? Do I believe that I deserve happiness? Do I deserve happiness? Do I deserve happiness? I want nothing more than happiness and peace. Happiness and peace in my life. Path I've chosen. Full of sins. Full of mistakes, full of failure, full of anger and hurting people. So no, I don't deserve happiness. Even though I wish for it. You keep most of your thoughts private. Yes, I do. You reflect in your dreams and goals often. No. Maybe? No. I don't reflect on dreams or goals often, actually. I don't think I've ever really reflected a lot about it. I reflect on my past a lot. And on my mistakes and all the negative stuff. But on my dreams and goals? No. Not really. And definitely not often. Are you patient with yourself? With myself? Being patient with myself? In what way? Don't understand. I'm patient with myself. I guess not. Am I? Am I too patient? And the song is gone. Now it's gonna loop again. This is a tough one. Are you patient with yourself? Am I patient with myself, guys? What does this even mean? I guess not. I don't think I'm patient with myself. You feel fulfilled in your career? Absolutely not. You feel grateful every no. You feel empathy for others easily? Yes. Are you able to let go of past hurts? Absolutely not. Do you hold yourself to high standards? Yes, I do. Do you believe people can truly change? Yes. Yes. If you reflect on my past like I do all the time, and do I believe if people can truly change? And I reflect from the years I've lived, I cannot understand myself from the past like at all. Like, it doesn't make sense. Some part of me would be like even judging me nowadays for being someone that I swore never to be. And some things I just lost in the way. Like, I was a very extroverted kid, a really happy one, but it all changed. Became introverted. Wait. Instead of open, I was closed, so yes. I never understand how I could have been just walking so freely, open around with a happy smile, talking to people, just greeting every random stranger. People can definitely truly change. It just happens. If you live long enough, you just change in one way or another. Experiences change you, for the good or for the worse. But change is always going to happen. The longer you live, the more changes you might go through. The more changes it might stop to happening, but you will change. You will change. Are you happy with your level of self-discipline? No. I'm a little bit more no than yes. Normally I have a lot of self-discipline when it comes to stuff, but recently, depends on what. I'm really low on the self-discipline right now. I know I can do better than that. Do you feel you have purpose in life? No. Do you trust your intuition? Absolutely. Are you open to new perspectives? Alright, here's the problem. You would have asked teenager Sunny Wolf. You would have said yes. You have to keep an open mind for every perspective. You have to give every perspective a chance, talk with them, give them a chance, but this Sunny says no, I'm not open to new perspectives. I mean, I'm not completely close to them, I listen to them and then just call them out on the bullshit. Because I've learned you cannot be open to too many perspectives, there's only one right perspective and that's it. But what about the grey? There's not only black and white. Well, maybe not, but there is only black and white. I'm sorry, I'm not open to new perspectives anymore. Alright, I think we're done with these ones for now. It's about time we move on to questions with a bit more substance. Don't be afraid to answer honestly here. Questions are only going to get more personal and in depth as we go down this deep, dark rabbit hole of the subconscious. Let's not waste any time. Here we go. Do you feel that you are truly seen and understood by those closest to you? No. No. Are you at peace with choices you've made that change the course of your life? Am I at peace? Well, seeing that I dwell about all those past mistakes, no, I'm not. Oh, am I at peace? No, I'm not. Mostly, am I? Choices that I made. What choices did I make? No, I'm not at peace. Do you believe you've healed from painful experiences in your past? I have. No, wait. No. No. I don't believe I've healed from painful experiences in my past. I feel like I've never healed from them. I just those experiences I couldn't heal them, they changed me. You generally love yourself beyond your accomplishments or appearance. No. Are you willing to confront uncomfortable truths about yourself? Yes. Do you feel like you're doing enough to make a difference in the world? No, I'm not doing anything. When you make mistakes, do you treat yourself with the same compassion you show others? No. I feel like I'm way more harsh on myself when I make mistakes than with others. Don't know. Depends. Recently, maybe yes. But still more on the no. Are you happy with the way you manage your time each day? Absolutely not. I don't like that you keep using the word relationships. I feel like if you would specify family or friends or actual relationships. Because if we're talking about an actual relationship, I would immediately have to say no. I have to go with no. Sometimes. Only with Kirby, but otherwise no. If you allowed yourself to dream big without fearing failure. Without fearing failure? Yes. Yes, I have. Do you believe you're worthy of unconditional love? Worthy? Oh hell no. Oh hell no. Oh hell fucking no. I'm not worthy. Are you proud of the way you respond to challenges? No. Depends on the challenge, but yeah. You trust yourself to make difficult decisions? Yes. Are you honest with yourself about the habits that hold you back? I am. I am honest with myself about the habits that hold me back. I don't do anything against them, but I'm honest with them. I know exactly what they are. You feel inspired by the life you're building for yourself. Yes. Kind of. I guess that has been my inspiration all my time. I feel like that has been my only inspiration, so I guess, yes. Are you willing to risk vulnerability to build closer connections? You're asking me tough questions there, voice of reason. I have to say no. I feel like I am willing to risk, but at the same time I'm trying to avoid being vulnerable, so I guess I don't get that close connections going for myself, so no. Do you allow yourself to feel the full range of emotions without shame? Without shame? Full range of emotions. No. You contributed to creating the situations you often complain about. Ugh. No. Enjoy the small everyday moments of life. Sometimes recently I do a little bit more, but generally I don't do it enough, which is why I'm so depressed. If I could just find more joy in my life, I probably would be happier. But I just don't know how to find joy. Are you afraid of expressing your deepest dreams to others? Yes. You accept the aspects of yourself that you once struggled to embrace? Yes. Took me quite a while. There's still a lot of aspects of myself I don't even know about. Some that I still struggle with, but I have I learned to accept aspects of myself. Are you open to changing your mind when presented with new perspectives? As I said, no. I give it a shot. But no. Do you feel a deep sense of gratitude for where you are in life? Absolutely not. There's no gratitude for where I'm at in life. Life is so much pain. Doesn't, no. Are you able to recognize when you're pushing yourself too hard? Hell if I know. Yes, I probably am. I just never push myself too hard. You seek external validation more often than you wish you did. Yes. Didn't you ask the same question in this game already? Normally, if there's some from the different games, test games, that the questions repeat, alright. This one? In the same game like twice? Yes. Forgiven those who may have hurt you deeply. No. Who has hurt me deeply? Some I have not. So I have to go with no. You have a clear sense of what happiness means to you personally. Not really. I just imagine a peaceful life. A peaceful life. Maybe a woman, some children. Having the chance to give them the life that I never had. But generally a clear sense, not really. What does this mean? Are you content with the memories you're creating in your life? What? You only had this one content, but I don't like this phrasing. I can't. Not fully. Do you often regret things you didn't say you do? Yes. Are you more critical of yourself than others are of you? Hmm. Yes, probably. That's where my fear of failure comes in. So I create this here's the thing. I create this persona where I'm just like creating like a strong persona for me. That I just am the strong person. And I'm just very critical of everybody, including myself. And so I just hurt other people, and then they're very critical of me, and I just don't know how to deal with it, and I'm just waiting then. Then no. I'm just, yes. It's not good. You take time to celebrate your progress, no matter how small. Oh. Are you willing to let go of relationships that no longer serve you? Yes. It took me a while, but there's some relationships that I'm willing to go. Some I'm still not willing to let go. But there's a lot of them that I just have been able to let go recently. Do you feel that your life aligns with your core values? Ah. Probably not. Do you allow yourself to be fully present with the people you love? If I really love them, then yes. Are you living a life that reflects what's most important to you? No. I don't think so. Do you believe that your current life path will lead you to fulfillment? Absolutely not. I'm still in so much pain from when I got assaulted. I got beaten up pretty badly. It was like, it was Thursday. Was it Thursday? Or was it Wednesday? No, it was Thursday when I got beaten up. Now we have Tuesday. Oh. Yes. I don't do it, but I would be willing to take the risk. I've forgiven myself, but I've been talking about this, that I've been hurting a lot of other people. Have I forgiven myself for that? No. I don't know, why would I? Why would I forgive myself? I have to grow, yes. As a person to change. I have to forgive myself to grow as a person, but I don't forgive myself that easily. You make choices that honor your true needs, not just your wants. No. Are you satisfied with the way you express love to those around you? Fuck. Fuck. Those around me? Who is around me? Probably no, I'm not. Not fully. I don't know. Do you feel secure enough to be your authentic self even if others disapprove? Yes. Are you able to recognize when something is no longer good for you? No. It takes a while, but maybe. I start to recognize it, but still no. I keep clinging to stuff longer than I should. You trust yourself to make the changes you know you need? Yes. Are you willing to move forward without closure in situations that lack it? I have to. Do you feel that you're on a journey of growth and learning? Yes. Are you able to recognize when you're self-sabotaging? Only afterwards. Only afterwards. Find it easy to accept compliments and praise? No. I'm not used to it. Just, I don't feel like I know how to respond to them. Do you make an effort to understand and forgive yourself for your weaknesses? Yes. I try my best for doing it, but it's really hard. Are you willing to set boundaries even if it disappoints others? Yes. Live filled with love, joy, and peace. The life I want. But do I deserve it? No. Interesting. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down, homie. I believe I've already got a pretty good idea of what we're working with here. Just want to ask you one last set of questions to make sure we're completely locked in before I give my analysis. You can expect the same kind of questions as before, but with a bit more meat on the bone, if you will. Let's dive right in. Do you hide parts of yourself from others because you fear they won't accept the real you? Yes, absolutely. Is someone from your past you still think about but pretend you don't? No. So, here's the thing. Alright. As I always said, there's someone I think about from my past. And I still think about them a lot. But I never pretend that I don't think about them. That's the thing. So I don't never pretend that I don't think about them. Do you truly believe you're deserving of the things you long for? No. Have you ever hurt someone you loved simply because you were hurting yourself? Yes. Yes. I think I have. Are you afraid of what might surface if you allowed yourself to be completely alone with your thoughts? Yes. Do you ever feel like you're faking happiness to avoid burning others? No, I never fake happiness. I don't even know how to fake happiness. I don't know how to be happy. The part of you that still feels undeserving of love? Yes. Do you ever sabotage something good in your life out of fear it might end? No. Have you ever sabotaged something good in your life? Yes. Out of fear it might end? No. I try to keep it as life as long as I can. I have to set my box. Do you cling to certain relationships because you're afraid of what life might look like without them? Yes, absolutely. Are you avoiding any truths about yourself because they are painful to confront? No, not anymore. I probably have been avoiding some truths, but nowadays I'm more open. I have to confront them. No other way. You ever worry that deep down you're not as good as a person as you want to be? Yes. I want to be a better person, but I know I'm not a good person at the same time, so I know. But I still feel like there's some darker sides to me that I just cannot accept myself. Something you want to say to someone, but feel you never could. No. Everything has been said. I might have never found the right words. But I feel like not only with words, I could have never said enough what I could have shown physically. So, no, I've said everything I could, did everything I can. Do you stay busy to avoid reflecting on things you'd rather not face? Yes. Do you find yourself envying people who seem more confident or at peace? No. Have you examined whether your excuses are actually just fears? Yes. Yes, I have. There's something you wish you could change about yourself but don't know how? Yes. Do you take time to reflect before blaming others for your frustrations? Sadly, no. I should do that. I should do that. Time to take... Are you still angry about something from your past I can't let go of? Yes. Yes. But do you believe that if people knew your deepest insecurities, they would judge you? Absolutely. Have you ever stayed in a situation that hurt you just because it was familiar? Yes. Do you hold on to resentment because it's easier than confronting your pain? Yes. Are there parts of your identity you've compromised for the sake of others' acceptance? Yes. You compare yourself to others and feel like you fall short? No. Have you ever resented someone else's happiness or success? It's a question, have I ever hated someone enough for that? Ever? Yes. I have to sadly say yes. Are there things about yourself that you hide even from the people closest to you? Yes. Do you feel like you rely on validation from others to feel good about yourself? Yes. Have you ever put others' needs before your own to the point where it hurt? Oh my god. I'm in actual physical pain right now, but no. Is there a memory you try to suppress because it still brings you shame or regret? No? Probably there is one for, but no. Do you ever feel that you have to earn the love and care of others? Oh, obviously, yes. Are you afraid to ask what you really want, feeling might push people away? Yes. You sometimes feel like you're living a life you don't recognize or want? Yes. Is there a part of your personality you're ashamed of or try to hide? What am I trying to hide? Yes, I guess there is some parts I try to hide. Which of the following colors resonates with you at the most? This very moment. guess I'm gonna go with indigo. At this precise fragment of time, which element do you feel closest to? Fire, water, earth, air, ether, nether. Air. If your soul was humming a single note for now, which would it be? Blood-curdling scream. My soul? A blood-curdling scream. If the current state of a mind could be translated in the landscape, which would it be? A windswept desert, a dense rain-soaked forest, a still moonlit lake, a crumbling city at twilight, an endless white plain, a world with no light. Probably the city. Metaphorically, which of this visual resonates most with you at this present moment? Garden growing the ruins of something once sacred. Candle burning above ends in a room with no windows. Feather caught in a thunderstorm. Light, the powerless. An unopened letter slowly yellowing on a forgotten desk. A bridge built halfway across the chest, waiting idly. Clock with no hands. Marking time by shadows and intuition. Avoid certain people or places because they bring up difficult memories? Yes. Have you made decisions that made you unhappy because you wanted to please others? Yes. Are you afraid that who you are isn't enough for the people you love? Who I am cannot be loved, so now it's not enough. I have to be someone else to be loved. You stay silent about things that truly matter to you to keep the peace. Yes, I do that. I shouldn't do it anymore, but I'm still doing it for too often. And it just bothers me. It destroys me, but I just want to keep the peace because I just don't want to lose people no more. And whenever I don't stay silent, I lose those people, so yes. Have you ever settled for less than you deserved because it felt safe? No. Do you feel resentment towards someone and haven't told them about how you truly feel? Is there someone? Probably there is. Yes. Is there a relationship in your life that drains you emotionally but you feel guilty letting go of? No. Do you feel like you need to pretend to be strong even when you're not? Yes. Are you afraid of letting people see you struggle? Yes. Do you sometimes feel ashamed of things you dream about or wish for? No. You held onto a grudge because it feels like your only power in a painful situation? Maybe. Do you feel like you're living a life more focused on survival than fulfillment? Yes. There's someone you feel you need to forgive, but you can't bring yourself to do it? I need to forgive. There's someone I need to forgive. There's other people I want the forgiveness, but this is someone I need to forgive? Is it egotistical if I say no? Probably is. I'm just gonna say no. Do you ever fear that your deepest fears and insecurities might be true? Yes. Are you afraid that the life you're living isn't truly your own? You're just giving me more fears with that. I mean, it is not my own, I guess. Of course I have. Who hasn't? Do you worry that you're not leaving the kind of legacy you want to be remembered by? Yes. Alright. I think we're done here. Alright, let me just sit in a different position. Let's finish this. After learning so much about you based on the answers you've provided, I can guarantee you one thing and one thing only. I'm about to drop some truth bombs on you, whether you like it, what I have to say or not. The final part. Indigo. Just as I described it. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Open your mind, heart and soul and listen well. My analysis is as follows. Look. You're probably harder on yourself than anyone else could be. I think it's because you've got standards, right? You have goals, things you want to achieve, things you know you could do better. Yet here you are, finding yourself repeating the same old patterns. Yup. Why? Somewhere deep down, you're terrified of failure and success. It's like you've tied yourself into this damn knot of pressure where you want everything to be perfect, but you're secretly convinced you'll never live up to it. You feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders, but it's a weight you refuse to let anyone help you with. You keep pushing because stopping might mean admitting you can't handle it all alone. And let's be honest, some days you don't handle it well. Some days you drop the ball on responsibilities, relationships, maybe even your own damn mental health. Promise yourself 100 times you'd be better, stronger, more disciplined, yet here you are, with a silent, gnawing feeling that you're still falling short. You criticize yourself so ruthlessly, like somehow the world's disapproval isn't enough and you've got to pile on to make sure you never forget. And maybe, just maybe, you're scared of people seeing you, seeing all of you. Not the polished, I'm fine version you put out there, but the real, messy, struggling human underneath, sometimes scared as hell of what comes next. You avoid looking at yourself that way, don't you? You shove that vulnerable stuff down so deep you're not even sure you could find it if you tried. But here's the thing. No matter how many times you tear yourself down or hide the soft, scared, hopeful parts of you, they're still there. And let me tell you, they're not going anywhere. Here's what you need to hear, and what you need to remember. You're not a failure, you're not weak, and you're not alone in this. You have messed up, sure, and you will again. But that doesn't make you unworthy, doesn't make you broken, and it sure as hell doesn't mean you're not lovable. You're trying, some days it's enough. You have a heart that keeps fighting no matter how bruised it feels, and you have the resilience, this grit, that most people can't even see because you don't talk about it. But I see it. I see it, and I want you to see it too. You got what it takes to keep going, even on days when you feel like you don't. You're stronger than you think, and somewhere inside you know that. Despite all the fuckery you faced, but every time before, you're still here. Still here where so many others wouldn't be. And that's something. More than something. To some, it's everything. Don't you ever forget it. One more thing. Your gifted word is belonging. Hang on to this word. It will make sense by the end of the session. Isn't this the end of the session? But it makes sense already, yeah. Whether you agree with my words or not, just note that my analysis is only half the journey. Perhaps not even the most meaningful part of the journey as a whole. The questions that you ask yourself in life are often far more telling than the answers. The journey is often far more rewarding than the destination. The person understands you better than anyone ever could. It's you. I hope this experience helps you moving forward, and hope you're able to see the positive and use it to advantage. You're on your own from here, and your destiny rests in your incredibly capable hands. Message from the developers. Thank you so much for taking the time to play the test reality check. We really hope you've enjoyed the experience. Of course, new and old, based on the gifted words, will be a part of something really special that we're working on. Completely separate from naming characters. Participation is completely optional, so if you do not wish to be in a game or choose the name of a character to be in the future title, then simply leave your gifted word out of your comments. We will not select you. Read each and every comment, so this none is missed. Such a big project chasing demons we can now wishlist on Steam. Pretty sure I own that game already. Been a while since I checked out Random Studios, but normally I checked them out regularly. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you were there with me on the experience. If you wanna play the game yourself, get your own result, cut for your persona, you can buy those games on Steam. As I say, they're from Random Studios. I've been playing a lot of their games, pretty much every game they ever made. There's still some I have to play. I haven't uploaded every of them, I just streamed them mostly of them. And yeah. That's me in that odd way. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, have a great one. Sleep well. Bye bye.